Oh.
And
Hello. I'm just gonna go right off the gate here. Because I'm late. I'm sorry. My players are wonderfully early. And just for that, because I've never actually had you guys to be this late for you guys, do you guys have, like, what's a given compensation? I'm on the spot now. Fuck, I thought I had something, and then I lost it.
You know what?
free card.
So, I can
Pretty
take
good.
that. I'll take
Ooh.
that. I was
Ooh.
gonna say, I wrote down the contract will check is 7 instead of 9 now, but I might have miswrote it.
I
It could be
I
lower.
will give everyone a free card.
Damn
Okay.
So close.
I will give everyone a free card, a free
Oh.
free good boy card. There we go. All players. There. Everybody has a free card.
Hey.
I have
I haven't earned a card in like 10 sessions.
It's been a hot minute for you, friend.
I mean,
You're
well,
welcome.
we also haven't really.
What do you
I
do,
mean, we
Wolf?
have kind of been rolling for
Casey,
stuff.
can I ask a
But...
favor? Fill this up.
That's right. That's right. Hydrate.
I need to hydrate.
Yep.
Get that
It's coming.
hydrate.
All right. And while
It's hydrate, not hydrate.
hydrate, not dihydrate. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Arcadian Campaign. There's so little time, and everything to do. So, hi, hello, and welcome. I am your host, Heroes Legacy, joined by my wonderful cast and crew of the Arcadian Campaign. Cast and crew. Would you like to sound off while I fix everything? First off, Mordecai.
What's up, fries in your face, Mark? Hi, everyone. I'm Tillin. I had the pleasure of playing Mordecai, our sundered spear from the seer. Son of a Sans, benevolent engineer. Today I think we get to finalize putting together a hoverboard. We're super excited about that.
And next up, Elisha.
Hi, I'm Lionheart. I'm playing Laisha. Spy for Bane, witty, cat-like, sneaky, haha, sassy, I'm gonna stab you in the neck kind of sort of thing. I also need to change my icon because I got that art.
Hey. Also, Delashi.
Hi, I'm KT. I play Delashi. Delashi is trying to find his way and find his father. He uses ice magic and a whip that was passed down to him.
And last but not least, our rootin' tootin'.
Hey there, Darku. I play Ross. This stream is sponsored by Shock Rock, perfect place to clean someone's clock.
Jesus Christ. Do I have to start making more of those too?
Yes. It's either I go and plug fictional shops, or I start finding actual products to plug on stream. Your choice.
Jeez.
Also, I think Hydra is out of commission for YouTube.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah.
Might have to go without the tunes this session.
No, I will fix it while
Don't worry.
I'm fixing everything. Yeah.
They just need to hear our
Maybe my
screams of pain.
Animal Crossing music won't go well with this stream. I don't know. I'm listening to Animal Crossing with rain noise in the background.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna
You
do.
know what? That's a good combination that might be needed for this campaign at this point.
What, screaming?
No. Those are... No.
Not yet.
No, that's what we do, but it's not what we have to listen to.
That's true.
I'm gonna at least get it ready for the stream and then fix it for the Discord later.
Oh, got it. So you're just playing in the background.
Yes, exactly.
I hate to call you out, but you spelled bizarre wrong. There's an E at the end of it.
Oh no.
It's fine. There's a reason.
It's like a bazaar. Instead of bizarre.
No, that's spelled differently as well.
Shh, there's a reason.
I was trying to.
There's a reason for everything.
This is the
Stop poking
combination-
holes.
This is the
Stop
combination of you
blasting
trying
holes
to-
in my bloody ship.
You tried to spell both words at once, and you got this one instead.
All right. God. So
I'm sorry.
last time on the Arcadian Campaign, you know what? I actually have to hold here 1 second because it didn't do any of my announcements. I am terribly sorry.
How
okay.
dare you, Mark?
How dare I?
I'd like to remind you, Mark, that we are here to play first.
Yes.
So,
Play first, stream later. So, with that being said, last time on the Arcadian Campaign, the whole party got to be a part of what was the coronation of a new member into the Fox Guard, Lord Zivelin Bane's private guard, as well as set a funeral for Gwaine, the previous member of the Fox Guard. Our group, who had been given a audience for such an event, had a myriad of interactions, not only ones that they were hesitant to start off because of an aforementioned respect that they were asked of. Respect to the clan, respect to the old guard, and to not talk out of turn. But when the time came, when Lord Bane proposed his replacement for the member of the Fox Guard, not only did someone from the shadows, Nitok, but also our wonderful Farron Vrost raised up concerns at the behest of others. Walter, as well as a member of the Fox Guard themselves, presumably Arthur, to who should actually be the one to replace Lord Gwaine. Some commotion among the old guard, some splits between the clan. Murmurings aside, a compromise was had at somewhat worded knife point, I guess you could say. On bated breath and on certain words, Walter was made to make up an arrangement for the clan, for the group, and proposed a challenge to not only the person who was chosen for the Fox Guard, but also for Vrost and Nitok as well. For that one of them should find an old weapon that was lost. Two of them, three if you count Gwaine's last call, were somewhere out in the world. And if one of these chosen champions could find such a relic, that they could bring it back and claim true right and ownership to the spot of the member of the Fox Guard. However, there were some other stipulations as well, but we'll get around them if need be. After this commotion finally diffused, Lord Bane, Dalashi, made sure that the group was aware that Lord Bane had requested an audience with our group, and upon taking them to the Bane family vault of artifacts and treasuries, Lord Bane himself had shattered a purple moonstone glass orb, which had enacted a power on the group in total. Our group, who had kind of gotten Winter Soldier-esque mind contracted, memory wiped, had absolved them of this contract temporarily in order to converse with Lord Bane and formulate a plan for the future, in order to not only stop Arthur, who was plotting behind the scenes, as well as amend our crew's contracts and absolve them of that permanently. This being the case, upon the conversing with the crew and Bane, they had found that Dalashi's father was the only person who could cure them of such an ailment. So, and that, a little bit more wrap up. With that, we have our group headed back to their ship, a bit of memory in play, something to alleviate the heavy burden that's on them currently. In the back of their minds, although they are still under contract, able to fight a bit more of Arthur's power and mental manipulation on them. They are now on their way to the Isle of Souls to prepare themselves not only in search of this forgotten weapon from the Bane clan, but also Dalashi's father. Whew. I think that's a good enough summary. Did I miss anything out, or would you like me to go over anything in particular?
Are we already out, or are we just prepping?
I would say you guys are at your ship.
Okay.
You guys had a momentary like free will from your contract, and that was Ross's last kind of issue and utterance was, "Hey, we should probably get to the ship as fast as possible and make sure we're going." I know from Mordecai, Rost, as the whole group gets to the ship, Jean had already had the effects that you requested and paid for transported to the ship. So you have the moonstones and the purple moonstone crystal, or not purple, blue moonstone crystal for your current project on board.
Awesome.
Yeah. And just going over a few quickly, just so I don't, eat a chunk of a session with this.
Not a
I
problem.
already had a light but durable steel framework in
Yep.
place with a flexible wood body. That's all assembled. That's already done. We took care of that.
Correct.
We just got the blue moonstone crystal,
Mm-hmm.
and I had an output system rigged waiting for a crystal. So
Correct.
just going over top to bottom with you. So basically, it controls wind currents and allows the user to control the board and manipulate themselves through the air. We opted out of Red Moonstone, which I think would make it go faster, but it'd be more volatile. So
This is
maybe
true.
down the road. So it's all foot controlled. There's a kind of like a boot harness that locks into the back foot. That has a quick release. I want to make this very clear, Mark. It has a quick release in case it needs to get ditched.
All right.
While the front foot is more lightly attached and more flexible. You told me to look up stuff for it. I come through that entire conversation. You said the base value for flight with this board, and this was a while ago, so if we need to make adjustments, let's do them here. Base value for flight is a 5 will or physique check, or both. I'm not sure how you want to word that. And you have to pass this check every 3 rounds.
Correct.
But the value is decreased depending on what power source you went with, and you said a blue crystal would decrease it by 8, so you have to beat a -3.
Correct.
Any amendments to that?
Nope. Just if you still have it, either repost it in community notes, or if you want spells and abilities.
Okay.
This way we have our game mechanics. This way we have that kind of always fresh in there.
And I wasn't sure what you meant by this, but you had something worded that this check increases in value by 1 every 3 rounds. So like every 3 rounds you make a check, and if it beats a value, good, but next time you roll it increases by 1. So his first roll will be -3, 3 rounds later he has to beat -2,
Correct.
so on and so forth.
Correct.
I will post those. Most of this is already assembled. Do I need to roll any other crafts to mount it or anything, or is it just kind of clicking into place? And
Just give me a generics craft, so this way I'll decide whether it gets done by the time you get there or a little after you get there.
Okay. Can I add my stunt and ship bonus onto that?
You can add your stunts, not the ship.
All right, so Gilgamesh can't help.
Oh wait, Gilgamesh can't help. Correction. Sorry, I thought you were judging the ship.
Sorry, so that's 3 plus my stunt, what makes this thing tick, which is 5, and then Gilgamesh adds another 2.
Okay, done and done. Yeah, you can definitely get this board ready and at least operational. Not with any real kinks. Might not be the prettiest thing, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be ready by the time you get to the Isle of Soul.
I'll finish painting it later.
There you go.
And I will put this in the game mechanics.
Want to take us over to our ship? Go.
We're gonna do a head count. See who's all here.
You do a head count. Everyone except for where is it? Except for Jax and Sorolus. Actually, no, Sorolus is on the ship. Just Jax, and there was one more. Young Lionheart, who's the character that you had for the ship hand? That one. Just those two.
Why?
Huh?
What did you do to Yusuf Tazim of Istanbul?
Well, make me notice checks. As you look about your ship and make sure that everyone is on it. There we go. How long? 3. I'll say you notice it, young Lionheart. Well, because you're the one who wrote. You notice that those two in question are actually just off onto the pier itself, either haggling or dealing with some other merchants of the Bane clan. So it is Hasif, and as well as Jax. Just those two.
After going a head count, Ross is like, wait a second. We're missing 2. Elisha, do you see these 2 that are missing?
What's the difference between
Yeah,
He gives her
they're,
the names.
yeah, they're over there. And she just points over there.
Points up.
Ross looks.
That away.
Imagine doing like the chin point.
So, looking over the direction, I see both of them and just kind of haggling something right now.
Mm-hmm. They're just trying to engage in a little bit of business, because they don't know how long they're going to be on Bane Isle.
Ross stands on the railing of the ship after stepping on deck, and he's gonna look over in their direction and give like the loudest like finger whistle that he can do, like both fingers in the mouth, just like the high pitched whistle. Like everyone knows that whistle. You hear it, you come running.
Yep. And roll me rapport, Rost.
Report. I have that actually.
You do.
It's a 2 baby.
You're gonna get someone yelling, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" over there."
Oh, please.
You going with a 2?
Yeah.
All right. Various people on the pier kind of look your way and give like a quizzitive look, and at least Yusuf, Kasif, looks over in your direction and kind of gives you a nod and is like, "Yeah."
At least somebody recognizes. But when he looks, Ross will give him like a wave, like, "Hey, we need to get going."
Oh, and he's like, "Oh shit," and then just starts feverishly tapping on the back of Jackson, like, do. And then like looks over at you, and Jackson's like, "Oh shit, is it time to go?"
Bro, stop touching me.
Hold up.
See,
And like you just see Jax like do, and like try to flag you down. And here's what comes across. And in like Jax language, it's like, "I think I'm doing something with my arms, trying to convey a message to you. I don't know if it's really coming across, but hey, no."
Why does this sound like his like rap audition tape?
The rapper.
You seem like he was trying to convey something to you, and is poorly at doing it. Piss poor at doing it.
Poor guy, he's trying his best.
Ross will lean down and grab a nearby cone and
Oh my God.
shout into it, "Hurry up, we're leaving in 10.
All right, not a problem. You do so and grab it, and then like just kind of the dock kind of hears you, and they're like, and you just see some people kind of like familiar people from the Bane clan just kind of shoo you off, but kind of laugh. And they're like, "Bon voyage." And then Jax gives you a thumbs up, and so does Yusuf.
Awesome. Give him a thumbs up.
Khalif.
We start preparations
Yusuf.
of getting the ship ready.
All right. Flagging Cyrolis down. Who's going to be driving for you guys? Is it going to be you or Cyrolis?
I will have Cyrolis take point because it's been like an eventful night, and Ross needs to look at the map and get like a proper course planned.
Done and done.
About when exactly do I finish the board?
You'll finish the board when about when you get to Isle of Soul. It honestly,
Noted.
from where your location is at on the Bane Isle, the Bane Isle isn't too far off from the Isle of Soul. It's actually towards its western bank. Yep. So we can go over here to the map and take a good look-see. As you all will see, over here is where you guys are. How long, and also also on the Bane Isle ship, our island
Millennium
ship.
Falcon.
Oh jeez.
Sorry.
Hey, ignore the Millennium Falcon. I had it there for a reason. I can't remember what reason I had it for there again.
That ship's
Oh,
a piece of junk, not that ship.
I know exactly what's there. Never mind. That was the ship you guys spotted on your way towards the Bane Isle.
Could have got a falcon.
Could have got a Falcon. But yes, so the Bane Isle is located over here with you guys in tow in its port. To the west is going to be the Ixa continent, and then just south, honestly, where that dot is, that whole circular region is technically the Isle of Soul. Over here, actually wait, because I have this all typed up. I have this whole
Looks like a smiley face.
big presentation. Kinda, a little bit. So this whole area is the Isle of Soul, and then this is the skirts of it and whatnot. So it ranges from here all the way to here. To the early ends of Ixa territory, just to the beginnings of the Nasrad territory. So as soon as you get to this little section right over here, you'll be at the Isle of Soul. So it'll take about, honestly, just a day's travel. It's really not that far. If you want to go to the heart of Isle of Soul, that will be a 2 days travel. And if you want to go to the far end of Isle of Soul, over here, that will also technically be a 2 days travel from where you're at. It kind of starts back here, ends here, but the whole region. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
I don't know how to erase it, I'm sorry.
You gotta select it, then press delete.
I got you. So, Jax and his buddy finish up what they were doing and then quickly head on over to the ship. Does anyone else have anything else that they were either looking for or doing before they depart? Even though you mentally all feel like you're rushing to get to the Isle of Soul, if there's any hesitation in that, now would be the time to act for that and speak up.
Has Nitok rejoined the ship?
Give me a notice check.
I don't know about you guys, but the way I picture Jax running is like arms out to the side. He's just like, Alphinae's doing this.
What you see, Mordecai, is Nitok's actually walking up from the docks themselves and is actually headed towards your ship. Along that same line, I think I'm doing this here. Along that same line, you also see the man in question who is chosen to be Bane's right hand, that he chose himself, also walking up just behind Nitok, coming up side. As he's also flagging down your ship.
Both of them?
First it's Nitok, but then also the man in question, the Foxguard member, Ephraim. Or at least you presume it might be Ephraim. They all look the same.
Yeah. It's a Bane, it's a Bane, it's a Bane.
The Bane, it's a Bane, it's a Bane. What looks to be Lord Zivil and Bane.
Oh my god.
Nitok, if you intend on joining us, I'd hurry. We're getting ready to leave. And
I'm coming, bruh. And the moment he says that is like, actually, if you wouldn't mind, you're headed to the, well, are you headed to the Isle of Soul nearby?
Potentially. What's it to you? Because I don't remember who the fuck he is.
Yeah. I just request a bit of a drop off. And he looks to Nitok and then also looks to you guys. I'm a bit new, and even though it is informal of a Fox Guard to ask this, I just need a bit of a quick start. And I didn't want to bug too many of the other members.
Well, Ephraim, I am neither Bane clan myself, nor apparently the captain of this ship, so it is, in the end, not my decision to make. Frost?
Ross pokes his head up from the captain's quarters where the map is at. He's like, what is it?
Relates the exact... Oh, wait, are you going to relate it?
Nitok and a friend are coming aboard, I suppose.
Who's the friend? As he
Ephraim.
steps out and he looks over.
It's Ephraim, right? It's
Ephraim.
Ephraim.
Ross opens his mouth, shuts his mouth, and he's like, fuck it, bring him on board.
Yeah, Russ,
Okay, it is. Come aboard.
you're two challengers.
Uh,
They want on board your ship. One is a friend that you know of, and the other is just a rival.
Yeah, Ross just is like, just fuck it, just bring him on board. Like, we gotta get going. As he heads back to the captain's quarters.
Yep, and you just have this strong mental desire, and I'll just give it to you. No rolls. You have the strong mental desire to want to go to the Isle of Soul. The two come on board, go onto the ship.
I imagine Nitok is coming with us as well.
Yeah. Nitok, you presumed as much. He was going to follow you. He was going to potentially stay on board. You know, once you guys got back to the main isle, that he might have split paths. But upon deliberation, and after he gets onto your ship, he's like, I'll be with you a little bit longer, brother.
I would hope that would be indefinite, since, we finally found each other.
I know.
Despite the fucking circumstances you seem to find yourself in.
Yes. Don't worry, brother. I just have some business to take care of. I promise. I will.
Don't worry. You showed up behind.
I promise.
This one
I will.
As a Bane clan member. How long have you been with the Bane clan?
I will be nearby ever since I went looking for your happy-go-lucky self.
So 6 years.
Maybe less.
I was about to say, I don't think they are in the business of inviting preteens. Actually, no. We do know Nemo.
Brother.
He might be a special case, though.
Please, don't worry yourself.
Fuck, I've been worried about you since I've been
And
locked
he
in
puts
fucking-
both hands on your shoulder, and he's like, brother, just be calm.
Don't tell mom.
Oh my god.
Everything is fine. I know you're worried about me, right?
Don't fucking patronize me. I'm not talking about to be patronized by my little brother. Listen. Okay.
Roll me a will check.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Oh.
How badly do you want to chew out your brother?
I got my words in.
All right. You got your words in, and as you say them, you're like, "Oh, there's a blanket and a haze that comes over your mind," and you're like, "I'm being too hard on my brother. We're together again, and that's what matters." It kind of wistfully goes over your mind.
Can I add one thing to that?
Sure.
You had the final say on whether this goes through or not, but at some point during preparations, I'm coming back to him with a quill and a piece of paper, and I'm like, shove it to his chest, like, you get to write the next letter to Lahana, the mother.
Ah.
He is fucking worried sick about you.
Okay. So, take mental note of that. Done. So, without any further ado, again, unless anyone has any qualms, queries, or raised complaints, everyone gets back aboard the Pao Long and sets off disembarking from the Bane Isle port through the waterfall that cascades off the back of the isle that opens up to release you all. And you set off into the skies of Arcadia once again, now with your journey headed towards the Isle of Soul.
You said it.
Alright, Sorolus is driving. Need something that's decent. Not roll. Oh, there we go.
Fucking title.
Alright. Sorolus is keeping a halfway decent heading. I just need who would be on deck right about now?
Ross be on deck.
Ross is
I'm
on deck.
probably spending most of a trip in the workshop.
Mordecai's in the workshop. Yep. Elashi, Lisha, how about you two?
Like I'd be on the deck. Do we need to roll something?
I'm just determining something first.
Okay.
I'll let you know if you need to roll something if you're on deck or not.
Alright.
Lisha, are you on deck or below deck?
He's probably on deck. Just
Lisha, Ross on deck. All right. Dalashi?
Dawson
On
said they
deck.
were on deck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dalashi. Okay. All right. So you three are on deck, and I'm also going to give you, since Mordecai's not there, fuck. Pretty boy who's swabbing the decks or who like cleans everything.
Leaf?
Leaf.
That would be
Yes.
Leaf.
Forgot Leaf?
I needed.
How dare you?
I needed to recheck
Our
my
most
memory.
well-paid crewmate.
Your most well-paid crewmate
Honestly.
is also on deck. I just need the three of you. Just roll me a general fighting roll.
Fighting.
General
Yep.
fighting roll.
General fighting roll.
just
General fighting.
Nice.
Sorry, I think I couldn't remember where it was. I bumped it up. Let's see.
Hey, nice.
Ooh.
Almost got that card. Almost.
I know, it's so close to getting the card.
Almost. So close. Lisha, did you roll?
I have a +5. So what is that? -3?
Yeah, it's -3. Yeah. Oh, wait.
I blamed because I didn't have the button.
Yep. Not a problem. I'll try to fix that on the side. So, generally, this was a pretty decent roll, and I'll also give the fact that I'll say you and Leaf are fighting together too. So, as you guys traverse the skies, there are just some general type of enemies that come aboard the ship. Easy enough to deal with, your typical sky creatures, some snail-like creatures, not so much octopi, but crustaceans that not only float the sky, but also stick and attach to various ships. You guys have encountered some of these before, as well as various creatures that know how to utilize magic. But
Just skip the random travel encounter is what it sounds like.
exactly, this is your typical random travel encounter. But
The screen goes shh.
Shoom, shoom, to where the four of you easily dispatch any creatures that come on board the ship. And also
What's happened?
find about that some of these creatures have about 74 gold's worth on them.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright.
Take that, divide amongst yourselves what you will. Actually, there's 4 of you. Yeah. All that gold, each of those 100 rolls, that's what you got for gold. For each of the 4 of you. So, 74 gold, 38 gold, 93 gold, 91 gold.
Nice.
There you go.
284 gold. Wow, that's some nice little travel trinkets. As you guys make your way, it's the first day's travel. Vross, I need you to roll me driving because you're going to take over for Sorolus for the nighttime.
But I will. Do make a note that my 71 gold I am putting into the ship fund so we can make sure we pay our people every month, like we agreed upon.
Yes.
Wages?
The wages.
Yes.
Respectable living wages.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, what's the total for that again? Because I feel like we're coming up on that mark.
Yeah. It's true.
I might have to dive in a bit to double check that, because if it's not in either odds and ends, character info, or such, then I need to renotate it.
Well, then...
I know
Ross,
the only
throw
one
my
that
share in there.
the only one that you don't really have to worry about is going to be Leaf.
Well, yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
You
Leaf's
pay
just
for him
set.
for like a year and a half in advance.
Oh my gosh.
Leaf's just set. If he ever needs extra cash, he's going to just work for it.
Let's
Be
see.
like-
Ross is 81 plus 71, so you're looking at a total of 152 currently sitting in there. I know it needs to be a lot more. At least from Ross's contributions.
Contributions.
Yes. Driving roll. It's a 3.
All right. Now, for everyone else also on deck, potentially or otherwise, just give me a notice check. Ross, you sail through most of the, I would say the tail end of the night. It doesn't take the rest. As I said, it was a full day, and you started the journey pretty early. So it's just the nighttime, and you're going to be docking at the Isle of Sol at night. But I just need notice checks from anyone who could be on deck, either Delashi, Blycia, or if you want an NPC to roll as well. Mordecai, you are confined to your quarters, working on this ship. Also,
I'm in nerd timeout.
you are nerd timeout.
There's at least like 10 times throughout this fucking trip that I called Ross down just to measure his fucking feet and boots.
Too bad we can't detach them.
So 2 and a 3 from Lysha and Delashi, or Delashi and
Yes.
Lysha, respectively.
Mhm.
All right, in this area, you don't notice too much. The two of you do notice. Off in the distance, it almost seems like there's a rainbow of sorts, but almost consistent, no matter what angle you look at it from.
Haven't we seen this?
You have seen it. You have seen it a little bit before, when you were cruising over this section on your way to Esperanza. You notice that off in the distance to the southeast. With that, nothing else much. I'll say, Vrost, you eventually make your way, looking at the map, checking your coordinates. You find the guidance path to this yellow dot right over here. Making port at what is dictated on your map. Eye Patch Island. As I now give you all this quick little blurb.
It's cute.
And also make sure to post it in the Isle of Sol. The Isle of Sol is a location based on what could be assumed the middle of the world. An array of islands located in what once was believed to be the Silver Moonstone civilization. This territory is believed to be an amalgamation of nations, a center for the lawless to find rest, and a mercenary haven. There is a loose order and structure, it seems, as communities themselves govern a would-be nation with no army other than those who would rally to defend it. People judge people here, and some say that behind the scenes, the blue rogue pirates are the ones who oversee the area, keeping the peace, helping the poor, and stealing from those claiming themselves above others in the sky. The region starts at Eye Patch Island, aka, well, for those who know the game, Pirate Isle, just outside Ixa territory, and extends all the way to just about the Nasirian border, with Sailor's Isle being the usual stopping destination for those starting their journey into the region. Mount Elizabeth, Shrine Isle, Eye Patch Isle, Sailor's Isle, or Sailor's Island, all those isles are islands, Newport Island, Fisher's Horizon, and the Capped Peaks, well as various islands make up the area. And the one actually doing this narration is an Ephraim who slowly walks aboard on deck and just kind of
How fancy.
feels out some exposition for the group. Oh, sorry. I didn't know all of which your group had, been here before.
Ross just kind of shrugs. The information's good. I mean, it's always nice to see what we're rolling into.
I see, judging by the map and kind of where we're at, you're headed to Eye Patch Isle. It's a nice starting point. I'll make my leave there, and honestly, he goes over to the, since you're piloting from the helm, he goes over and leaves about, 80 gold for you.
Just puts that into the ship pile.
It'd be a little dangerous for you to get off near here,
No, I should
considering how you're dressed.
be perfectly fine. I'll, keep to the shadows.
From the shadows.
Besides, I gotta
He steps off. We just hear sexy no jutsu.
gotta keep this appearance somehow. Earn my title
my
and
God.
whatnot.
Be the leaf?
Leaf? Or... and, like, Leaf's like, what?
Sorry, what now?
What do you need from me?
Oh,
As he just directs it to you, Laisha.
Oh, nothing.
Alright, I'll go back to swabbing. And starts swabbing the decks again.
swab the poop deck.
Ross is gonna look over his shoulder and he's like, Leaf,
Yeah.
how well do you know your way around a cannon?
Decently, sir.
Excellent. Go down there, help them out, make sure everything's prepped and ready.
Alright. He heads down.
Gonna fire a cannon at in the Isle of Soul. There's
Okay.
peaceful pirates, okay?
You never know. Someone might roll up and we have to blat blat and drive away. I'm just saying.
With that being said, Rust, I'm gonna ask
Hey,
you
look
this
at the terminology
decision.
of this place.
I'm gonna ask you this decision. How prepared are you to go into the Isle of Soul?
How prepared am I?
Yes.
Mentally or physically?
General preparedness. What do you think you need to make sure of before you go into the Isle of Soul? Especially
Well,
with
make sure
what
we
I
stay
just said.
warm. Like,
Huh?
make sure I stay warm for one.
Okay. It's decently. It's like a very plainsy type area, except for the peaks and mountains.
On top of that, gotta make sure there's provisions, make sure I'm not flying any hostile colors, make sure I am being respectful of hailing any sort of passing isles, passing ships.
You probably shouldn't be wearing the Bane Clan logo.
That's not gonna come off though, unfortunately. That's on all of his clothes. But he's just passing by. He's just looking for a certain somebody.
Not a problem, not a problem. Ross, give me a lore check.
It's a 2.
Okay. I'll give this one to you, especially since Delashi just mentioned what they mentioned. You think at least it might be fine for you to wear your sigils and titles, fine, but hailing a black pirate flag might not be the best idea.
Are we flying a black pirate flag?
The Bane clan, because that was
Yeah,
what
I
was
was
last
gonna
on
say.
this ship.
Ross looks up at the flag. He's like,
Oh, they
"Yeah,
are technically
you're
black
right.
pirates. Oops.
Hey,
You
Oliver.
gotta do incognito mode.
Yeah.
You gotta put the flag down, bud.
All right. I'll fold it up.
Much
Uh,
appreciated.
He's up there, starts folding up the flag, putting it down. The sails are
Hey.
still Yafutomen and everything else. So not much worry there.
Hey, Oliver.
Yes, Captain.
What all flags do we have in the chest up there?
Oh god.
DM, can I make a resource check real quick? 'Cause
Go
I
ahead,
forgot to
make
ask
a
you about
resource
this
check.
private- I was going to, at some point, attempt to surprise the crew by putting together a Powlong specific flag, but I forgot to ask
Aw.
you beforehand. So here
We
are.
talked about it, so that's why. We
Sorry,
did talk
resources
about
or craft?
it. You could go craft on this.
Oh yeah, boy.
I was supposed to see thieves and throw up the rainbow flag because you know everybody likes rainbows.
Plus pluses.
Vross, Mordecai, describe what flag you made for the crew.
As Oliver's probably digging around in the what do you keep the flags in the chest up there? I can only imagine.
Yep.
Let's see. The sails are red and such.
Yes, the sails are red, with dragon-like designs.
Okay. So it's got that general motif with there's kind of like a splash of color or like a token for each of like the core crew members, right? So like there's a book for Gareth, there's a gun for Rost, there's a crystal encircled in a whip for Delashi, there's a knife for Lysha, and there's a spear for Mordecai.
Nice. You have that flag up there, and Oliver's just like, this! This is what we
Put it
got.
up.
Alright.
Frost, we had two very different visions. Just looking at the Discord.
That is the best pirate flag of all time. Don't tell me otherwise.
Okay, but it's not ours.
And
Oh my god.
that is the flag that gets put up.
I was trying
Yes.
to be cute, alright? I'm sorry.
We put up our ship flag instead of the Bane clan flag.
Put up the ship flag, and the ship flag is very nice. Alright, so you get into the Isle of Soul late into the evening, to the night. What signals down is a lighthouse of sorts. You see it flicker as a light towards your ship, and your crew, knowing what to do, flickers a light back. Signals off, and you're granted a bit permission to dock and land. As you guys land, everyone please give me a notice check.
I'm using Deadeye to reroll that.
I've got the thermal eye in now. Gonna
Keep
try
on three.
that one out.
Hey, the thermal eye.
Just sorry.
Can I reroll for free so I don't get another 3 for the 4th time in a row?
I didn't think that came from you.
If Netfiend wants to spend that heroic hand he was just about to do, I'll say yeah.
I'm half tempted to just close roll 20 real quick and reopen it. Like my 4th 3 in a row.
Nice shit. Ross. Ross, you re-rolled yours, right?
Yeah, I used Deadeye to reroll it, so I now have a 6.
Done. Yep. Go ahead, Lysha. Reroll if you want.
Let's see. Ah! Thanks.
I swear, if it's another. Oh, Jesus. All right. Yep.
Close to a card.
I know.
So close. Everybody's like skirting around the cards here.
Yep.
All right. Give me seconds. Sure of this.
Well, if Mark's late to the session next week, I'll be able to cast my limit break.
This is very true. We'll make that a thing. If ever I'm like 10 to 15 minutes late to a session, boom, cards all around.
Yeah, but this was like the one-off time this actually happened. So when is that
Exactly.
gonna happen again?
Exactly. you know
More
what?
than 30, we call it a night.
Yeah, 30, call it a night. Alright, so your group docks. It is late into the night, but there's still a small hustle and bustle of people. We're we're going to actually go here. As you not only dock off at an island, you also dock off at a section of floating ships that are not only floating ships, but appear to be a trade center of sorts. Go right here.
Cool.
This kind of trading port is sectioned adjacent onto the other side of the island. It seems that trade and commerce kind of come and go over in this kind of makeshift marketplace. It's great for travelers, because not only can they come and just dock and start selling wares, but they can also leave at any moment's notice. Anywhere as far as residential and other districts are more towards the island side. But right here you have anywhere from moonstone crystals to people selling various trinkets and treasures. You have smiths. You have animal and creature handlers. All sorts. Even librarians and other bookstores. All just coming and going as they kind of see fit. Particularly Lisha and Vrost. The two of you notice that just on the underside of the isle that you've kind of docked at, there appears to be a few pirate ships kind of docked in an underbelly section. All of them flying a blue rogue flag. Blue rogue flags are very common, as they have, well, I'll just show the insignia on stream. Where it has the winged tips with a skull and dual cutlasses. And a blue flag.
Oh, Mark, there's a heroic hand.
Yes, that was for Lisha.
Oh, okay, okay. Wow, Netfiend actually helped instead of hurt us. Imagine that.
Don't put that shit out.
Wow. Mordecai, for you,
Yeah.
you do see that with not only your heat sensor eye, you just see the various hustle and bustle of different people, and kind of just pulsating lights from the amount of them. Kind of is a lot of information at the moment to take in.
Mordecai definitely seems like he's taking a lot in with this new, like, fucking realm of vision, because he basically gets to see, like, infrared and heartbeats with his eyes, effectively what we talked about.
Yes.
So it's like, it's definitely, like, a lot of the other eyes you can have them both open at once, but this one it's very clearly like he's, like, covering his natural eye while this is active.
After you guys dock, there's someone who also throws up some rope and sections off your ship. Would you like to be docked on the far side of the trading port district, the underside, or maybe closer towards the island itself? As someone shouts up towards you, Vrost.
Okay, knowing the other side is covered with Blue Rose Pirates, we're gonna avoid that. We're actually gonna go park towards the outer portion.
All right, you're parked towards the outer section, so I'll move your characters kind of over. Instead of here where I had them bit, we'll go to this nice little ship down here.
That's our tiny ship.
Nah, your ship, you guys be right over here.
Yeah, ships.
There's one ship docked to the side of yours, but it's actually not just docked. It's actually just kind of crashed into the island itself, but made out into be like a kind of port.
Well,
it's
That's
food,
potentially
provisions.
one way to do it.
It's like, well, if it's broke, turn it into something else.
Because one of my favorite things about Monster Hunter World is, like, watching all the architecture in, like, the main hub area with, like, all the, like, the old ship parts.
Oh yes.
mm-hmm.
Moment you guys dock off, Ephraim goes up to the rest of your group and says, "Well, thanks for the lift. Probably see you sometime.
For what it's worth, good luck, I suppose.
Good luck to you guys as well." And then he looks over to Nitok and is like, "Good luck in your search for your path for a trinket. You too, Vrost." But he, like, even though he says "you too, Vrost," he is kind of dead-eyeing Nitok.
Challenging him.
And then Nitok himself as well is like, "And you as well, stranger." And then Ephraim just jumps off your ship. Don't even hear a thud. Just...
God.
Now,
Ross Swiss is like one day.
now, I suppose this is a good time to bring this up as any. Would you be tagging along with us, even though one of your, well, technically the captain of this ship, is against you in this race, or are you here for something else?
I am perfectly fine with that. By all means, it'll be almost a friendly competition of sorts. If you'll have me, won't you, Vrost?
I mean, of course, you know, we don't leave any Bane members behind. Yeah, we're fighting for the same spot, but I mean, we're still part of the same clan.
Well then, see, Mordecai, nothing to worry about. I'll be around in the trips. I'll, just be more in the background. And if you ever need me, just shout. I promise I'll be within ear's reach.
You've been spending too much time with the Bane clan. That was far too cryptic.
I'm sorry, brother, but you pick up tools of the trade along the way. That's how we survive, right?
It's a route, I suppose.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we're already here.
As
We
long
could
as
probably pop in. What do you think, Mordecai?
I mean, we have multiple reasons to be here, so we could find out more about either. 'Cause all we know for either objective is that this is a place to start.
You know, I wonder if Darts is around here. Maybe he's put his ear to the ground and heard some things.
Mordecai's face goes dark at the mention of darts.
God.
He looks over, he's like, I kid. We're not going to talk to Darts. Lighten up, Mordecai.
Delashi.
Yes.
Well, I think I remember the answer to this. You took Rusty off the Bane Isle, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, he's on the ship. He's being well behaved.
He is a well-behaved boy now.
A well behaved boy now. Lisha, did you take Rexy off the Isle?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? It's a yes or no question.
Yes.
All right. There's also a Velociraptor.
Not a velociraptor.
All right. Correction. A
murder bird.
A murder
Murder
bird. That is also on deck of the ship.
And Rost, I'm not upset that you mentioned darts. I'm upset that he might actually know something, and it's not a terrible idea.
I mean,
You're upset
depends
that
on
it's a
how
good
long
idea.
he's been here.
I'm upset that it's a good idea.
Yeah. I guess Bros has those from time to time.
I mean, he does.
It's once every flips his glow up. Every 3 months.
Yes, well, 3 months ago, and I'm gonna go down into the workshop, and we're gonna pull out the Sky Chaser. This should be done.
It is done.
Usable.
Delashi,
Yes.
I'm gonna give this to you.
Okay.
At the mention of this whole plan, you actually spot off in the distance what appears to be the former figure of Darts.
Oh god. Well, now that you mention it, look over there.
Yeah, you guys got 97 on a fate roll.
Now Mordecai's like, fuck.
Can't get much better than that.
I was confused. I was happy. I got a little cranky. Then I was happy again, showing off my thing, and now I'm cranky again.
I'm sorry, I ruined it.
Ross tapes the
showing it.
board. How do we start, Mordecai?
Mark tried to distract us. He really tried.
I did.
Go ahead, we gotta see you on it now. You can't just bring it out and not do anything.
Well, here's the thing. Are we trying to attract attention or not? Because if the answer is yes, go for it.
Why not?
Ross just shrugs, gets on the
Mordecai will
board.
give a detailed explanation of how he assumes the board should work.
Give him the rundown.
Follow it through.
Yeah, I'm
Gets
not.
on
I'm
the
not.
board.
I'm not gonna make shit up on the fly for like an imaginary technology of an imaginary technology. So.
Clicks his boots in, makes sure the next is secured.
You understand? So you guys, and I know Ross and Lisha have seen One Piece. If anyone else has seen One Piece, this kind of looks like the Moonstone Crystal has been embedded to this thing, like how the Wave Rider that Nami used in Skypiea, like the giant jet dial, kind of looks like that. It's just in the back of this board. So you got like. I
This
want
hasn't got this Skypiea.
Nope, I was kind of picturing the boat that Ace uses to get around.
It is. It's shaped like that.
Imagine like your typical dinghy boat in One Piece, but imagine if you have like a scooter handle on it.
Okay.
I'm just describing the engine in the back.
Okay. But I was saying because I was picturing more of like the skyboard from Yurika 7, but I can see the mental image of the engine compartment.
The main problem is, like, as I said, the crystal was going to be a bulkier design. It's still going to be relatively small in comparison to everything. But the crystal itself is at least the size of, like, maybe a bit smaller than your computer chair. That's the size of a crystal. Unless it is a condensed crystal, which unfortunately they are not naturally occurring, you have to find something specific to condense a moonstone crystal.
I know we wanted to keep it light, but this is the power source we got, and it's a prototype. It'll get better.
Yeah.
Ross is already like halfway putting everything on, getting in place, getting ready for it.
So, okay, so this boot locks in. This is a quick release. I'm going to show him the quick release for the boot that keeps him attached to the board. This is where most of your controls are, and then these, your front foot sits here. It's got limited control. Good luck. The most I've done with it is a few inches off the deck, just making sure it's worked.
Alright, well, Ross gets on the board and make sure that he finds his balance first, and then goes through the process of activating it.
And then it just kind of hums.
He's like, go.
The moment you put a foot to pedal, it is bolting. It should be in community notes what you need in order to make sure you're properly piloting it. But for the most part, it's an easy check to start with. The longer you fly it, though, the worse it'll be.
Now, Mark, confirm with me, it's will or physical or physique, or is it both?
Will or physique.
Got it. Okay.
Will or physique? Well, good thing I have this. Hey!
Oh, gee, well,
Damn.
here's the card.
Gimme.
How fitting is it that his first roll with the board that's not actually Mordecai
Well, is
is a crit?
perfect. Yeah, it's a crit. Aw.
No, I'm so proud of him.
It's just whoosh!
Yes. Yep.
I kind of picture it like he goes flying off the ship, like through people past the docks, going into like the trading district, still like trying to figure out how to go up, And it's not until like midway through he finally learns to like kick it up, and then he goes up into the sky.
You were born for this, Frost. You do all that and then some. Because at the end of your flight that you just described, you were just one with the wind. Floating up as high as a damn kite.
You know, this might be the last time we see him.
So when Ross reaches his peak, he wants to he sees the Palong and he wants to go straight down, like nosedive past it.
You do nosedive. I'll give you like a brief scene. Whatever you want to describe, that's kind of what you do for the flight for the moment.
All right, so beginning of the flight, takes off down the docks, starts getting into like crowds of people. He's weaving in and out, kicks up, goes up into the air, reaches the peak, like in a sense, like he kind of like backflip, like board grab the thing, and then straight nosedive past the Palong for him to come soaring back up on the other side. He's having a lot of fun with this.
Oh, flip!
You are definitely noticed by people because you are. This is not subtle at the moment. Definitely a lot of people take odd interest and I'm like, huh, holy shit. Oi, look at this and like you just hear a bunch of people just start murmuring in crowds, murmuring. Even people who are like nearby at the southern end of the port are taking notice and they're like eating their food and they're just like, and like eating and clapping their hands.
It's Alashi and Elisha. Mordecai's gonna go, you know, if I was a man very influenced by money, this would be a very good way to make it if I could mass produce these. Just based on the reaction.
Yeah. Dr. Ross does like a lap of the aisle, he'll come back and land on the Palong and stash the thing below deck.
Alright.
Giddy as a schoolgirl, like he's giggling the whole way down.
Successful
Mordecai's-
first test flight.
Mordecai's gonna actually join you and harass you the entire time with feedback.
Oh, once they get down
He's
to
critiquing his
Ross's room-
form? My
No,
god!
no, he's asking for feedback, like, as well. It's like, how is the balance? How is the outputs? Is there anything?
Right.
Is the
Ross will
straps too
give
tight?
detailed feedback after they get to the room and they stash the board.
Yeah, basically.
You stash the board. And you just have this strange suspicion that there are a lot of eyes on your ship.
Ross looks at Mordecai is like, how many people were looking?
Somewhere between all of them and all of them.
How many people were looking? What kind of fucking question is that?
You remember that point where I asked you if you wanted to draw a lot of attention? You said yes?
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, we really hide this thing now, and no one gets on the ship.
Delashi, Lisha, you two are on deck. What are you two doing?
I just asked the fuck out of him. My job here is done.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can I look around at the people that are watching us?
Yes. What would you like to discern about the people who are looking around at you?
Any suspicious characters?
You are...
Well, aside from darts that we saw.
Oh yeah.
Aside from darts, it is like a very hodgepodge mash of like every type of person. There's an Assyrian, there's Ixa, there's Yafutomen, there's practically everyone on the sun here.
Now, I know Mordecai didn't notice this, but I personally have to know, what was Darts' reaction to watching fucking Vross just around the island on, like, new tech?
I will say this, Darts noticed. He didn't realize it was Vross, but he definitely noticed it. And Delashi, you don't see Darts at the moment.
Okay. He's moving
Vross out
on.
here like, I am speed.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be covered in stickers in no time.
As far as like anyone like
Stickers.
special or out of character, roll me rapport.
I think I have that now.
Hey,
Haha, I
So
do.
was that just Delashi?
just Delashi.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
All
I
right.
have this thing. Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna. I'm not wasting another fate point on it. I'm not.
Well, but before you decide not to,
Not cards.
how long are we running tonight?
I believe till 10:30, so you got an hour.
Use another. Why not? Hey, that is much better.
All right, there you go. You spent the 3 fate points, but eventually you got somewhere.
Ew.
2. All right, 2 fate points. Sorry, correction. 2
Yeah,
fate
you trying to
points.
shortchange me?
Look, I
He's
got
getting
a
his
haggle
haggle
and
on,
I got a
Rondo.
haggle,
Rondo,
swindle, and
swap
deal.
it.
Yeah, got a wink, wink, and a nudge, nudge.
Uh-huh.
Not only from the ships that you see, but individuals. I'll say this. Pull up real quick. You saw darts. And anyone else that you saw?
And- Dalashi, did you pass along the knowledge that Darts is there, or were we all distracted?
I'm going to say I attempted to pass along the knowledge, but I'm not sure if you guys listened or not because of the board.
Okay.
Not sure if people were distracted or not.
Yeah.
You see just a various assortment of pirates, like specifically. Specifically ones who at least have some sashes, some blue sashes on their left shoulder.
I thought you were about to call them sassy pirates, and I was like,
Nah.
what?
We have a sassy pirate.
We do.
He's blonde. Look at her.
Oh, Jesus. Aside from those, you see... Gotta make sure I'm describing people right here. Hold for show.
Show for hold.
Go for hold.
Hold my titties.
Holden Yun's titties. You see what appears to be in one section of this like makeshift aircraft marketplace. There appears to be an elderly person, really long earlobes and assorted chained. I would say she's got, or they have like a big yellow hat with a cat sitting on top. Wearing yellow and reddish robes.
Cat?
Yes. There is a girl with a pink ribbon in her hair. Again, pink adornments and attire. Actually loading up some cannons, some defensive cannons. Probably like, honestly, about maybe 12 years old.
And she's loading defensive cannons?
Yep.
Jesus.
Who else? I think there was one. Last but not least, kind of drinking and causing took notice of your ship, but is also just kind of sitting back and has a drink in his hand. You see a man with slicked back, reddish brown hair, like auburn hair. Bit of a scar across his face. Wearing a double-breasted vest. And just has a bunch of other people kind of around him.
Okay.
Sure. Yep. There's also a pair of... There's a singular pistol brandished at his side, what looks to be about a blue moonstone pistol.
Ooh.
And correction, he does not have a scar. He has a fine mustache.
Ooh, a mustache.
A mustache, as well as fingerless gloves, or fingerless gauntlet gloves almost. They at least go past his wrists.
Okay.
Those are the 3 individuals, at least of note.
So, once Mordecai and Vross get back on deck and Vross gets chewed up by Elisha, Delashi, you mentioned that you would probably make sure Mordecai was aware about darts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To that note, since I don't think I was involved of noticing the people around.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, as much as I hate to admit it, Darts is a person who has lived here for at least a little bit by now. Must have connections, whether or not he's actively pirating or not. And we've made a deal with him before. Maybe we could make another. If we're going to keep him alive, he might as well be useful. Yes.
Yeah, it would. Josh, you say he's right over yonder?
Where I last saw him.
From where you are, he's about northeast.
We'll also start making that way over.
All right.
Yeah. Before I follow Rust, I'm gonna make sure the crew's aware. Hey, we happen to put on a bit of a spectacle. Make sure nobody gets on. And make sure Leaf's aware of this, because I know Leaf can at least fight well. Is Nitok joining us?
Nitok said he was going to be around. He's actually, while you were below deck, he kind of mentioned to one of your crewmates, because he was trying to tell you goodbye. He'll be back in a bit. He was going to go off on the land side.
All right.
So someone, Cerolus informs you.
Okay.
Ross gets 10 steps away, stops, turns around, goes back to the ship, and goes to find Leaf.
You find Leaf. Sir?
Leaf, I got a job for you, buddy.
What is it, sir?
Ensure no one besides our crew, the people that work on this ship, make sure no one else gets on here while we're here in port.
Alright.
I don't care if you have to throw them overboard. Do not let anyone who's not part of this crew onto this ship.
Okay, those are your words.
Also, make sure that the murder bird is properly fed, or else it will start chewing sails.
Gotcha. I'll make sure crew's informed.
Unfucking phased.
He gives him a nod, heads up, and starts making his way. Alright,
If you not,
now let's go talk cards.
and then he goes to start informing the rest of the crew, and Cerolus just looks at him and was like, "How the hell did you get an upgrade in status? I thought you were a deckhand." And Leaf's just like, "This is Ross's orders."
Oh my god.
Dylan, I've seen you fight. It's not the right word for it.
Mordecai, this is bullshit.
Damn.
I was at least helmsman. I at least should get higher building.
Listen,
Oof.
you're helmsman. I told Leaf because Leaf is now security of the ship.
Nah, your Cerolus just flails up his arms jokingly. And Oliver's just in the crow's nest, kind of giving a half-hearted wave. And a thumbs up.
Aw. He's not getting off?
He's not getting off just yet.
Okay.
Ship's locked down.
The other members of your crew all give the whole crew an aye. Everyone respectively who you hired, as well as anyone that you might have gotten close to. And they go about their duties, and Leaf has the ship on lockdown.
I'll give Cyril a playful slug on the shoulder on the way up.
Lysha, Vrost, I need you both to give me a real quick investigation roll.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
I have that.
Damn, y'all are married.
Hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
We're gonna partnership part of the crew that. We're gonna re-roll
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
man. Oh,
Hey.
wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Y'all are in fucking sync.
That is beautiful.
Y'all are doing a JoJo catwalk down the fucking king playing. Just
The menacing starts popping up around us.
Yeah, they both not only double zeroed, but then on their reroll both got double fours. That's wow.
I now have a commission idea. I need to reach out to someone who knows how to draw JoJo style characters.
Jeez. So yeah. I'm going to give you two things now because of that epic roll. So the first thing that was what you were originally going to both notice, or that like you would have noticed upon succeeding this roll. Particularly for you two, you both notice that there appears to be people in Valuan armor eating over at the tables on the south side. But what you additionally notice, particularly for you two, I'm trying to think of something special for you guys. Specifically something a little added on. Is that you see what looks to be not a Bane crest, but jeans. Like a jeans for the jean traders, like down Bane Isle. You notice you notice that a similar flag representation that he had is actually sailing on the northern end of the isle, or northern end of this kind of trade port. That is what I have for you guys. And you know, when Delashi pointed out the pathway that Darts went, it still seems fresh, still seems clear, and you can easily follow it. Get right onto him.
Where you going?
I don't know. Like I'm trying to put a face to the name, and I'm blanking over here.
Which name?
Jean.
Jean is the one who you bought the crystal from.
I was about to say, wasn't that?
Yes.
Damn, he got over here quick.
Or somebody affiliated with him?
It's not Jean, or at least from what you see.
My god.
Delashi knows.
So there's that. There's the blue soldiers that are eating. What was the last one?
You have a clear path that leads to where Darts left off.
Hmm.
And it can be easily followed at Lalashi's discretion.
Don't take the bait, Frost. Don't take the bait. They'll be there. Don't take the bait.
Ross is gonna lead down the lashes like, did you see Jean leave the island before us?
No. Doesn't he have like several shops out, like this dude named Beetle Bard or something?
You heard of that motherfucker too? Guy like pops out everywhere we go. Like, what the fuck is that?
Boy!
Go back. What? Just let's not piss off the Valuan soldiers. Let's just go talk to Darts.
Wow.
It's a peaceful, like, Parlay Island.
Yeah, don't need to cause trouble here. As Ross slowly takes his hands off his guns.
Yeah.
Like, biting his lip, there's like a little trickle of blood going
I
down.
was about to say, were you talking to me, huh? I'm
Hydrate.
fine. And she just grabs his hand and it's like,
Oh, man.
They
That fiend.
angrily interlock fingers. You can see like both the hands are
Aggressively
squeezing.
holds hands.
Alright, well, thanks to Net Fiend, you guys got some additional luck tossed your way.
Hey,
99, nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thanks, that fiend. I think.
Lisha.
huh.
Lisha. You notice, kind of towards Jean's shop as well, a familiar face. Actually, not even a familiar face, a familiar masked person. It is Owl.
Who?
I talked to him at the.
I know.
Like she like with her tightly gripped hand on Ross, like tugs his hand and she like points. She's like, "Look, it's Mr. Owl."
Oh, wait, we have it in! Hold on a second, I wrote this down.
Oh, what?
We have it in! Yeah, we made a joke about Quackpit, so we have it in.
Yeah. We look to get to the
Oh
center.
my fucking god,
Stop.
hold on a second. There was exact wording. Hold on.
Yep.
Damn it. Okay, so tell the Adventurers Guild in the Isle of Soul that Mr. Owl says it takes 3 licks to get the center of a Tootsie Pop, and we'll
Oh
have
my
it in.
god, I fucking forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Oh man, luck has been really great tonight. Jesus Christ.
But lo and behold, he's here.
Yeah. Man, you guys almost got 100. That's scary.
What happens at 100, Bert?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Now I
worried
want
about
100. Now I want
I
100.
don't know how to incorporate that into this scene. Just continue with it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay.
100.
Frost. It's Mr. Owl. It's Mr. Owl.
Dude. Do you want to split so you do the Mr. Owl thing while I go talk to Darts? Is that what you're telling me here, love?
You're gonna leave me alone? I can't leave you alone.
This is what happens when I give my kids, like, candy spread all about.
Okay, so not only do we have a direct path to Darts,
Yep.
we now have Mr. Owl over here.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume Mordecai and Delashi catch up at this point. It's like,
Yeah, you guys are all together.
yeah. So it's like,
Mm.
so if you two can't split, why don't you two go to the same destination and we will go to the other one?
She wants to talk to Mr. Owl.
We do have it in.
You don't want to talk to Darts here. Delashi, you come with me. Mordecai, you go with Lisha. That
Oh
way,
god.
there's at least one responsible person per pairing.
Wait a second.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not sure which one of us should be offended here.
I was about to say, wait a second.
No, actually, I'm
let's
going
see
to
here.
How dare you assume
Fine,
or insinuate that Lisha is not responsible? How
Fine.
dare you
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
insinuate?
whoa, whoa,
He's gonna
whoa,
take
whoa.
Mordecai's hand and be like, fine,
God.
fine. She can stop.
Mordecai is what needs to be watched. Just like how I need to be watched. I cause fights.
You said you
Mordecai
grabbed
sleeps
Mordecai's
with
hand.
everybody.
Mordecai's gonna like grab your hand and just like walk off. I'll steady if you just follow the act
Fine,
entirely.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh my
Fine.
god.
Oh my god.
Good luck doing the asshole.
Delashi, I married that, you know? I married that
yeah,
woman.
you did. And you also remember what happened the last time the two of us went off on our own, right? You want to revisit that?
I'm not gonna sell you out this time.
Okay.
If somebody punches that asshole in the face, tell him it was from me.
Oh yes, let's go talk to Darts while she goes
Alright.
talk to Mr. Owl.
All right. Which group do we want to go to
Elijah, did we
first?
just become best friends?
Oh, hey!
All right. Decide amongst yourselves which group is going first.
They are.
That shit was so good.
All right. All right. Lisha,
Love you guys.
you and Mordecai go up to Owl over at what appears to be a marketplace of sorts. Or a merchant shop bearing Jean's symbol. What are you just going up to him and saying hello?
Sure.
Tell me what you're doing here. You're the one who noticed
Oh
him.
my gosh.
I think she just. I mean, yeah, she would just walk up and be like, "Oh, surprised seeing you here."
You're going
Fancy
up. To,
running into you here.
you're going up to Owl like a. I don't want to say a fanboy, but I'm like, hey. So you go up to Owl and you, huh?
We've all been there in that situation with voice actors.
Fair. Owl turns to you and is like, oh, wait, need my.
Oh my god.
Hey. Welcome.
You decided to stop by the Isle of Soul.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't with me last time, but this is Mordecai. He's
Hello.
with my crew.
Hello, Mordecai.
Mordecai,
Hello,
Mr. Owl.
You can just call me Owl. Mister is, my father's. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yes.
If you'd like to call me Mr. Owl, I don't mind.
You gave me the option, so I assume it's what you'd rather have. Owl.
Thank you. So, what can I do for you?
We just happened to just dock here, and we were exploring about, and just happened to see that you were over here by looks like one of this is definitely one of Jean's shops. Yeah, one of Jean's shops. And just came to say hello.
Yeah, this is...
Hello! Welcome!
Here comes the boy.
Here comes the boy! As a man with a bulbous nose comes out from the backside, adorning a robe himself. So, who's come to my shop? And he just looks and sees Owl and then sees the rest of you and is like, oh no, I'm closed! And then Owl just grabs the back of his, collar and is
God.
like,
I'm pretty sure you're open.
Oh,
I'm
bully him.
open! Oh boy! What goody! Hello!
What, he made eye contact of who and said, fuck that?
You, Owl, and then you guys.
Oh, okay. I'm afraid I'm very unaffiliated with what's going on here. What's the problem?
Oh, nothing. He's just trying to close up shop and not really sell us anything. At a reasonable price. Isn't that right?
Me never. What? You're all deserving customers. Come in, please.
I want to believe your sincerity, but I find myself incapable of doing so. What is it that you sell?
What are you looking to buy?
I asked you first.
And he's like, and then Owl kind of answers for him and is like,
He offers trade maps and secrets. Honestly, he has more information than some of the guilds nearby. Generally, he gets first dibs, and then
Oh, that's fascinating.
ends up selling them to travelers at, well, as I said before, reasonable prices. Isn't that right?
yeah, of course. Everybody's welcome to my tips and tools of the trade. Come in. And Owl's just like,
Well, after you two.
and then he kind of lets the gentleman go, and then he just scurries right on in, and then holds the cloth open for you both to enter in.
Oh, well, information is actually why we're here, so.
Yeah.
Most fortuitous. Well, did the gentleman introduce himself? Other than Big Nose?
And no, he did not.
Okay,
He just
cool.
is like, I'm gonna get right the fuck in.
Alright. So when we walk in, like, and your name was?
The big nose gentleman?
Yes.
Belly. Belly's what you can call me.
Belly?
Yes. Beli.
Thank you for the clarification. Not how I would have spelled that.
Thank you. Most people say it's Bly, but I've got a. And then he was about to crack a joke and is like, Al just kind of looks at him and is like, no, no.
Damn.
It's like,
Well, I'm not going to pretend to understand the chemistry between the two of you, but we.
He likes giving people the runaround and then stealing from them while he cracks his wise jokes.
You know, the first half of that sentence, especially like Bane.
What, cracking wise jokes and then stealing from them?
No, the first half of it's giving them the runaround.
Oh, no. Yes.
Anyway, shit talking Bane is that's why I'm here.
I'd rather you not, too, in front of me, at least.
I do actually mean so with some respect. Uh,
I understand. I'm not gonna cut your head off.
regardless, we there's a person and a thing we're looking for.
Well, what are you looking for? What kind of thing? What kind of, and like, he begins to start like trying to go over to you and be like, let me guess, and like kind of looks you over. Roll me a notice check real quick.
Both of us, or just?
Just Mordecai for right now.
It's late in the night. I will put Son of a Sands on that.
Yeah, the moment he touches like any part of you, you already feel another hand like placed over a weapon or like other various points, like kind of assessing what you've got on you.
I'm gonna playfully but firmly like give a good like slap on the wrist, like do not touch me unless you give me permission.
Oh, okay. So what are you looking for?
I can let you both go first. I'll ask my questions after.
That is most kind. And Waisha, feel free to jump in at any point. But Dalashi, I apologize. Mordecai remembers the name that you gave him for your father, but Tillin does not. As it's been a while since it came up.
You could go for Barlow.
I think I got a full name out of Dalashi at one point.
I think you got it out of character, not in character.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it was out of.
No, I'm reasonably sure it was okay. Give me a name that you would have given me, and
Last
then
name.
Barlow. Okay.
Barlow.
I'm going for a man who goes by the name of Barlow.
Ooh, Barlow. Barlow. How much gold do you have on you? And then like
my
Owl
God.
Owl just goes. See. Well, a name like that, it's a very rare, and then, I mean, common, and then you hear a, well, you see, a name like that is a name, and one that is deserving of a price that should be reasonable and discounted.
I can probably further narrow this down for you with some other information. I'm gonna like list off some other.
Do you have a
things that
general
I'm-
background, or maybe ability, type of look?
If Dalashi ever gave me a physical description, I will default to that. I will also mention because he's got crystals too, right?
No.
No, I thought Dalashi mentioned at one point. We've had so many semi-in-character conversations about this shit that's hard for me to keep straight right now, and I've been fighting a
Yeah.
headache all day.
That is perfectly understandable. You can just roll a general
I'm-
lore too.
I'm not
You could
gonna-
always go from Dalashi, how Dalashi looks as well, since it's
Yeah, based on context clues and conversations with Dalashi, I will give my best possible conjuring of Sir Barlow.
You do
Barlow,
such.
that's cute.
Mr. Barlow.
You give the understanding that he's potentially from Glacia, or at least has more spiritualistic powers. Definitely along those natures, and he's like, I see. Oh,
Really good
see.
with a whip.
There's someone who befits that description. I could sell it to you for 250 gold. And then you hear the guy go, and he's like, I'm giving them a good price. I was going to ask them for 700. And he's like,
All right, I'm just keeping you in check.
250 does sound reasonable. Would you like to know the entirety of information you're looking for before we close?
it's mostly just what I have on him, because it's not too much.
Interesting. Very well. Before I spend any more gold, tell me what you know of him.
You have to pay for me to
Yes,
give you the
as-
information.
As I'm reaching for my coin purse and counting out money.
And like you hear Al go like, well, he's got the gold right there.
For all intents and purposes, I give him the fucking gold, if that makes him feel
Oh
any
my
better.
God.
Okay, that's all I need. I just need some clarification on my business practices that are right here that I'm trying to make sure are the reasonable things.
250?
Yes, 250. And then he starts at least exclaiming, there was a man by the name of Barlow that did roll through the Isle of Soul about, I would say, a few weeks ago. Came back in from supplies, needed to brush back up on another expedition to Glacia. Supplies that he garnered were red moonstone crystals, reinforcements for a ship, and then 2 magic cannons, as well as a stockpile of what presumed to be, well, not really a stockpile, what presumed to be 3 silver moonstones that he requested for. And with that, I'm going to hand wave back over to the other group. Rust, Dalashi, you two catch up with Darts, who's walking down, has a fishing pole at his side, and then is just going down a trail. Doesn't even notice you two yet. But you do notice his frame and stature. Similar to what you saw earlier, Dalashi.
As we get closer, Ross is gonna clear his throat, and I was like, well, enjoying the retired life, I see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Hold up. Before I turn around. Do you?
Hands are empty.
Or do you? Alright. Just making sure. I'm going to get shot. I'm going to look good doing it. And I do not look my best.
No, trust me, this is not on business. Well, it is on business, but not business that really what we discussed.
Alright. And then he slowly turns around with fishing pole in hand and then looks at the both of you.
Ross gives him a wide smile. Shows off the pearly whites.
Alright. Hello, love.
It's been a while.
Hey, been about a few weeks.
It has. I see the retired life's treating you good.
Bit of an interesting start, but making do.
I was wondering if you could help me find somebody. I figured your time here, you might at least know a direction to point me in.
What you looking for? You pub her a drink.
We could talk over a drink. What do you think,
Oh,
Dalashi?
good lord. I suppose.
Yeah.
Ross motions. How about where's a good spot to drink?
There's it's the Crisp Apple over by
That's cute.
over by the port side. It's the little ship crashed into the side.
Hmm.
There's
Well,
also, if you want to go down to Snake Spit, you can go down there, more towards the isle.
We can go to the Crisp Apple. I know there's, a friendly visit.
Hey, friendly. Alright.
I'm just hoping that you can help me find somebody. But first round's on me. Come on, buddy.
Permit
Pat
me
on
a
his shoulder.
bit of skepticism. That no one there is gonna be coming for me aid, either.
She said, nope.
Alright. Yeah, I see you claim me bounty.
I did. I mean, it helped pay for a few ship upgrades, but
Good.
You know.
Look, I would like not to be back in the limelight. So, just don't go giving me a secondary obituary.
oh, trust me, I wouldn't have it. We already put you in the ground once. Why do it again, right?
Yeah. Uneasy and a bit wary, he still follows you and then leans into Delash and is like, you still twinkle toeing around it too.
And so much.
Look, I'm no judge. No judge. I just see things. Alright, I see the look.
Huh?
I'm going.
You see things, you
going.
say things.
Going.
Nonsense spouts out of your mouth.
Nonsense, you're the one who... Alright.
You want to enjoy this drink?
And he sees.
You want to enjoy this drink?
He sees the look from the last.
Fucking legend. Oh my god.
It's just like, puts his hands up and he's like, just a fishing pole in hands, like, do.
Knocked a fishing pole out of his hand.
And dong, and goes,
Yeah,
picks it
you're
back
not
up.
Bane. Yeah. Hold on a sec.
And goes over to the crisp apple. Taps on like, finds you guys a table, taps on it, and a waitress comes over and brings some drinks.
All right.
Crisp apple. Why not? Alright.
Wait, I want to say something.
Yes.
Darts, I just want you to know.
Yeah.
The parlay doesn't necessarily apply to me.
Oh yeah. Excuse me, what now? Oh.
Now.
Just sit on that
Details,
for a second.
details.
I thought I had assurance from the group here that not only disrobed
I
me.
didn't call for a parlay.
I have.
I'm not from the Bane clan.
He is ever increasingly uneasy and is like kind of at edge of his seat, ready to bolt.
Delashi, please.
Delashi's just like, don't worry, I'm just kidding. Just gives him a pat on the back. Don't you worry about it, bud.
I like my head clear on my shoulders. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can only imagine what was just put in there.
Oh my god. Ashley!
No!
Ashley, what did you do?
Well,
What happened?
I'm so sorry.
A
What
Oh,
9?
no.
What happened?
That will be
Yeah,
at the
9.
end of the session.
Somebody redeemed a test of fate, and we got
That's-
a 9.
Gonna be at the end of the session because we do not have time for that. So we'll be starting next session with that. Well, we're going to end this session with that and also start next session with that.
It's the same tone I give my students when I say your punishment's gonna roll over to the next day.
Thanks, I hate it.
So, you have the next 15 minutes. What are you asking?
Bro.
Darts, I'll keep this short and simple.
Yeah.
We're looking for Delashi's father.
All right.
Reportedly, he's around this area. Now, I'm not all that familiar, so Delashi, would you please describe your father?
Tall, pale, he has blonde hair like me.
I
Handsome.
seen a few of those.
He's a little older, not too old.
Okay, narrowing it down ever so slightly.
Well, he looks like me. What else can I say?
What's his
Okay,
name?
so androgynous. Gotcha. Looks like you.
Delashi, what's his name?
His name is Allred.
Already
didn't tell me this.
Dalashi. Wait, which?
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
Ulrid what? Ulrid what?
Barlow.
Ulrid
Barlow.
Barlow. Okay. Ulrid Barlow. Alright, let me see. Well, my recollection of things, and I'm giving you the best of my ability here, is that an Ulrid Barlow, about yay high, blonde hair, potentially androgynous, looking to be about some parts of the ways. Looking for your wee little one. Maybe, is he looking for you, or is he just out and about?
He's not looking for me.
Alright, do you have any idea what he's doing? 'Cause I have been here fishing. I have seen people, I have watched people. Now, with my ear keenly to the ground, I only know so much. Now, I've heard rumors and whispers of people going to and from here to other parts. Now, I've heard whispers of them going to Ixa, to Glacier, and some people being daft enough in order to go down into whatever deep sky is below the Isle of Sol, and potentially getting themselves killed. Now, those are the three options I have for you. As far as people who don't belong here that fit your description.
I am under the impression that he has traveled to Glacia.
Alright, and that narrows it down to two places. Only heard people go to Glacier, but also potentially down the southern of Isle of Souls here. Because some isles be popping up and peeking their heads out a bit. Yeah, Netfiend, it's a 9. Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue.
Ross pulls out a map, lays it out, pulling out the 2 isles.
Alright, if we look at the map here, your father in question, and we're going over the map, would be about here, towards Shrine Isle. And then secondary, over here, heading just towards Glacier. These are fucking being the 2 destinations that I've heard pray tell. Now, I don't know for certain, but there's always been this whisper about a mad scientist of sorts. Used to work around the Isle of Souls. Maybe, I doubt it, you might not want to go looking for this guy. Daft man, daft person. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. And then he kind of hushes and leans you both in. Rumor has it that he once was one of them Sylvites. Old fellow. Used to do some teaching around here. Going into hiding just to the side between Glacier and Valua. Just over on the other parts. It's just past where you're looking for. But, only other big brainy types that I know for that gonna be there.
Alright. You said there was another one?
I know, those are the things. We narrowed it down. Your father ain't going to Ixa. That's what I know. He's been in those 2 locations, and then that 3rd location is just a nugget I'm tossing your way. Because if there's anybody who might know something extra going on with someone not from around anywhere that kinda has their nose in things that they don't belong to, kinda like you people, it'd be that type of person.
Like you belong either.
I don't. I'm retired
Yeah.
now. I don't belong here. You know what? I do belong here. And like he looks over to Ross, is like, I belong here. Retired, no more pirating. Having a nice plain life with me and the
He's becoming more
fishies.
and more Brooklyn as he panics.
Yeah.
On that, Darts, I appreciate the information. Keep your ears peeled, see if there's a little bit more in case we're unsuccessful checking these 2 areas. And here, Ross will put down enough gold for the round and for another round. Here, some more on me.
Thank you for your patronage. I'll be sure to have my eyes and ears at their most peeled.
But with that, Ross stands up, takes a big drink, downs it, puts it on the table.
Big
That's
swig.
one of the things.
Put it down the table. Delashi, anything else from you?
I'd rather not argue with him again, so I take a big swig as well and I stand up to go.
Enjoy your evening. Mordecai, Elisha, was there
Yes.
anything else that you were doing at your section?
I was then going to ask about if either of the two of them had any leads on one Bane weapons they're looking for.
Owl
But
kind of
if we
looks
need-
over.
If we need to pick that up next time, then
I can exposition a little bit here real quick because he doesn't have much.
okay.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Owl. Well,
Yeah.
and Owl's like,
I think I'll sit out of this one.
and he takes a moment back and is like, oh, all right. I have some information, maybe along that line. It's going to be very costly, though.
I need it to be very good.
It's all I've got. I can't tell you whether it's good or not. You'll just have to take that mystery gamble. It'll be about 1,500 gold.
Now, I understand information is business.
Yep.
That being said, and I hope you can answer it as well, is this information I can act on? Is this information that will point me at least in a direction?
It is
And
information.
you will have your gold.
It is information anyone could potentially be looking for. I will not promise you that it will be helpful for you because you might not know what to do with this information.
Gonna look at Elisha. I mean, I don't know how supportive you are of Vrost ascending to that position, but
I mean, I'm for it, it'd help. But I mean, that's a lot of gold that we don't really have right now.
all right.
It'll be here if you would like to come back later.
You don't give
Right.
coupons, do you?
Nope.
Shame.
I'm gonna put. All right. Tell you what. Here's the gamble. And I'm gonna put 1,000 gold on the table. And then I'm gonna hold in one pile. And then I'm gonna put 750 in an adjacent pile. I'm like, this pile, the 1,000, that's yours. Okay. And if I like it, then you get all the rest, and you walk out, and I walk out of the store, and you have made 2,000 gold total from me.
Mordecai, roll me empathy.
I'm willing to pay well for good information.
Actually, roll me empathy, rapport, or yeah, roll me empathy or rapport.
They're both the same for me, but
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a wink on this.
Okay.
And we're gonna burn some fate points because I'm reasonably sure this is my last roll of the night.
Yep.
So I'm gonna throw. We're gonna keep the base roll. We got the wink, that's a +2, so it's 3. Then we're gonna burn a point for Sundered Spear and another point for Son of the Sands.
5,
so
7?
total 7.
Total
Yeah.
7. He accepts your bargain. Like, I see. All right. Well, okay. Good. I can do this. All right. Well, here's what I have for you. Rumor has it that potentially the weapon was swallowed up when an arc whale, a purple arc whale, ate the ship of that Bane member
Interesting. Is there more?
Unfortunately, the only more that's left is that arc whale it travels. It's very definable. Like, there's no other purple arc whale of its size.
Okay, so one of a kind purple arc whale.
Yep.
I'm gonna put a map on the table next to the 750 pile as I push 1,000 toward him.
Yep. Last location that you guys actually saw it is where he kind of points onto it. It would be.
Oh, we did see it, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Right by Esperanza. It travels all over. It's been seen everywhere, but last time it was over in that location.
Interesting. I'm gonna push about half of the 750 pile at him. Is there any kind of, based on where and when the rumors have come in for you, could you give me any kind of basic trail?
I'm sorry. That's all I have.
And he gets the rest.
And he's like, thank you. Thank you.
Willing to gamble a little bit.
Pleasure doing business with you. So one of the weapons, you don't know which one it is, but you do know there was rumor, like high-end rumor, almost true, that the ship itself, that a previous Foxguard or Bane member was sighted, being swallowed up by this arc whale, and that's where the weapon should be, inside its belly.
Okay. I mean, we happened to. This is out of character. We happened to chance across it before.
Mm-hmm.
We have a last seen location, so if this is something we want to pursue, we have a very solid lead that we will recognize. So
Very true.
he gets the money.
All right. And with that, as Owl's about to conduct his business, he's like,
All right, so my turn.
and the moment he utters a word, you just hear a very loud commotion. Lisha, Vrost. Delashi and Vrost. You guys also hear this.
All right.
As slowly,
Okay.
both of you end your subsequent conversations.
Okay.
You two at the at Belly's information trades, as well as the other two, your drinks with darts. As the sound of loud commotions and an eruption of fire.
Oh shit.
Is it gunfire or a roar of flame?
A roar of flame
Is it the fucking?
emerges as just steps and stomps can be heard on the middle ground ship. And this loud roar and just be heard as the undying shade makes its long-awaited return to the group.
Oh my god.
Didn't I choose a poor fucking place? The whole place full of fucking pirates?
Yep, it could be a very poor place,
Now, to my
Doesn't give a
knowledge,
fuck.
or it might not.
To my knowledge, it can't set foot on our ship because of the purple ship.
This is correct.
So we, at least, are Gucci.
Yep, you guys are fine, but we'll see what the rest happens. I will search for the undying shade. But yeah, the undying shade comes out into view on the center ship, and that's where we will start next session.
Yeah, actually, if you wanted chaos, you fucking got it.
Absolute chaos. For a recap, for those who are watching, this is a creature made by Dr. Colton of the Valuan forces that was manufactured with technology and magic, thanks to the Dark Rift. Whatever has been done has been very little to no effect, and only Purple Moonstone magic has had any sort of semblance of, well, I guess stopping power against this creature. It does not die, does not stop, and it gains strength as it consumes moonstone crystals and shards and stones of the like. And last time we saw this, well, last 2 times we saw this, it was consuming crystals in the Isle of Lahana. And then afterwards, after our group managed to tackle it back, it was derailed for a good period of time thanks to Elias and Nazu, our otherworldly heroes and allies to the
Darts would
crew.
recognize this.
Yeah, Darts would recognize this and be like, what the fuck?
Gosh.
Nope,
Also,
I'm out of here!
I've been looking for, like, a synonym for this motherfucker for a while now, and I just came across it. If anyone's played Prince of Persia Warrior Within,
Yes.
it's the fucking Dahaka.
That is exactly its inspiration.
Can we drag Mr. Al with us onto the ship?
Oh, he you guys can bring him out.
Mr. Owl!
How many looks does it take for you to help our sorry asses?
Alright, hold up.
Oh, man. Oh,
I know Mordecai just spent his whole purse, but I still got money, even though I like the shiny glitter stuff.
the shiny thing.
I'm still okay. I'd say it's worth it for the info we got. Once we were able to reconvene and combine what Frost and Dalashi got, I feel like we have a pretty solid lead on Alred.
I am still waiting forever for this. You know what? Fuck it. I had commissioned like literally half a year back for the Undying Shade. Still don't have it. Still don't have it. This is why I love Mono. Mono's been great. Oh man. But yeah, that's our session tonight, guys. We're out, everybody. Thank you guys for coming. Glad you guys could be here. This is Heroes Legacy saying goodbye. You could stay here if you want, but we're just gonna chill and chat until these guys want to go. Crew, thank you guys once again, and thank you guys for tuning in to the Arcadian Campaign. Next time, I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, but that'll pick back up with this motherfucker and see what happens. Who lives, who dies, who tells the story. We'll find out. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great time. Well, I'll end on his battle music. Or not his battle music, but the general battle music. Let's go. Yeah, this will be fine. There we go. And I gotta replace Hydrabot since it's no longer active.
Will be replaced. So I don't know why I probably should put this in shenanigans, but I'm gonna put that there. But if anyone who hasn't played Prince of Persia, that's the fucking Dahaka.
The Dahaka is like amazing. I love it so much, and it is.
What a good use of a villain.
It is the inspiration for this creature.
Like, I'm reasonably sure, like, the normal ending of a game, you still don't even beat it. Like, you have to get the water sword, get all the fucking, life upgrades and hidden chests and puzzles and shit, and then you all, like, 'cause its only weakness is water.
Its only weakness is water. You have to get the water sword by collecting all of the runes in the game, and like upgrading your sands of time. And once
He's
you do,
still a
then you can get
motherfucker.
it. Yeah, he's still a bitch.
And it was so scary, too.
Yeah, 'cause he'd be like, if you didn't run from him, he would just touch you and drag you into the depths. And there was 2 ways it would kill you. One, it would either drag you towards it, and it would rip you apart in shreds. Or 2, it would destroy the path you were on, and you would fall to your death.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, when fucking when the Godsmack starts playing and the Haka shows up, you know shit's getting real.
I stand alone.
Yeah.
Inside I stand alone.
What a good game. My God.
I love Prince of Persia so much. I'm excited for the remaster right now.
And then these motherfuckers, I'm gonna put this in the same spot. Like the crow swordsman.
Yep,
Oh, they were so fucking cool.
they were really cool.
They did get annoying to fight on like harder difficulties, but they were just cool.
Yes.
It's like, oh shit, it's one of those guys, hell yeah! Oh shit, it's one of those guys. My health.
My health, my poor health.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go, guys.
No
Okay.
problem. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
Bye. You guys. Hey, you guys are over here eating.
What do y'all think about Deathloop?
I have
not
seen nothing on it.
Same. I've seen trailers. It looks really interesting. Don't know yet though.
I've heard relatively good things, but I've seen nothing.
Yeah, like right now, from what I've heard, essentially you have to kill all targets in one day, but the thing is your day resets at the end of it. So, for whatever reason, like your memories still carry over until you beat the game.
Mhm.
But there's also a mode where you play as like the girl that goes into other people's worlds and hunts the actual player. So you wanted to play through the story, you would play as the dude, but if you wanted to be a dick and try to hinder people's progress, you'd play as the girl. Yeah, it's like Dark Souls kind of like invasion
Mhm.
style system.
Yeah, that's where my brain went.
Yeah, I mean, also like Dishonored was a really fun series, and just what I've seen from the trailers, it has a lot of like similar playstyle.
Dishonored was a very interesting game, and whenever I see like strange whales in any kind of like fantasy setting, I think of Dishonored, because you really only see, the after effects of people hunting the whales in that setting, but they're like these strange, eldritch, like way wiser than they should be things, like kind of like
Yeah.
Ankara from Destiny, if anyone has any context for that.
Speaking of which, I need to go back and play some Destiny because I heard a lot of updates, especially the Trials of Osiris.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It's, I always love shit like that. It's so,
Yeah.
like, the lead you gave us on, like, the purple whale,
Yep.
reminds me of, like, the Monstro level in, like, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's kind of what we're in for.
A little bit, yeah.
Also, I don't want to get the Palong swallowed by a fucking whale, but...
Yeah, that would not be a good idea. Also, your Palong map token is there as well, so you guys will have that now too. You know where your ship is. I'm adjusting the battle map now. Why not, right? Done.
Yeah. Fuck. Also, I was so happy when Delashi wrote up, like, by the way, you made a parlay of Bane Clan. Guess what? I'm not. And Darts was like, oh, fuck.
Like, I want none of this.
So, babe,
I'm so proud of her.
babe,
Yes, dear?
my client canceled, not you. My client canceled tonight, so you want to watch me play more Psychonauts tonight?
Hey, Psychonauts. I need to
Yeah.
get Psychonauts too.
So Psychonauts 2 is on Game Pass, and like I pay like $15 a month for Game Pass. There's a ton of games on there. It even includes EA Play, which has like even more games on there. So like, as long as I can download them, I can essentially play them, and it's Psychonauts has been amazing so far. Like I loved the first one, and I played through it religiously. So now I'm getting into the second one, and I am just. Oh, Eric was watching me last night, and It is fantastic.
Good shit.
Actually,
Good shit.
I actually have a code for 14 days of Game Pass sitting on my desk. It came with something, and I already pay for it, so I was like,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it's.
if any of
I
you
definitely
all,
think it's
if
worth
any of you all need 14 days of it, hit me up because it's just sitting here.
it. Yeah.
Actually,
I'm gonna pull it up real quick just to see all that's on there. Just give you an idea, Mark.
All right, not a problem.
on that note, Tales of Arise, Chef's Kiss, excellent so far.
Nice.
I'm not like I don't know what the Tales fandom calls himself, but I'm not usually a part of it. I've played a little bit of Tales of Vesperia, whatever. Like I couldn't even tell you. And I like started Tales of Berseria like right before Arise came out, and it was so far so
Nice.
good.
So-
But Arise is hitting different so hard. Also, so much of it's just my aesthetic.
Symphonia
So-
and Zillia were my starts.
Yeah,
So let's see
I
here.
haven't touched either.
They got stuff like Age of Empires is on there, Anthem, Astronomer, the Battlefield series, Art of Rally. They
Hashtag not sponsored.
have
Hashtag not sponsored.
Boyfriend
I'm al-
Dungeon.
I'm also
they
gonna dip.
have
But
Not a problem.
have fun, y'all.
Have
Yeah,
a
it's
good
just
one,
fun.
friend.
It's a
Al.